G'day, Pickleball family. First thing to know, as shared on CNBC.com, world's #1 pickleball player says he makes $2.5 million a year, up tenfold from 2021. We haven't reached the top. During Ben John's first year as a professional pickleball player, he could barely support himself financially. Now he's making $2.5 million a year in pickleball salary alone this year. He tells CNBC Make It, plus more in endorsement deals and sponsorship contracts. Johns, 25, is currently the Professional Pickleball Association, PPA, Tour's #1 ranked player in men's doubles and the top ranked male player in mixed doubles. He's held those rankings for most of the last 3 years, winning more than 120 PPA titles and 21 Triple Crowns. First place in singles, doubles, and mixed at the same event. More than any other male player in pickleball history. Over those 3 years, his payouts have grown significantly as America's fastest growing sport attracted sizable private equity investments, wealthy team owners, bigger sponsors, and media deals that infused capital into the game. In 2021, Johns made $250,000, he told CNBC at the time, which would mean his salary has increased tenfold since then. In 2018, he only earned about $50,000 from pickleball, he adds. Those earnings came almost exclusively from prize winnings at national tournaments rather than an annual salary. We haven't reached the top, Johns says, adding, I think there's still an upward trend. The rise of professional pickleball. In February, 2 of the world's largest professional pickleball leagues, the PPA Tour and Major League Pickleball, MLP, merged into one organisation under a holding company called the Unified Pickleball Association, or UPA. The merger was backed by a $75 million investment from private equity firm SC Holdings and a series of pickleball team owners, according to the deal's announcement. Annual player payouts would increase by nearly 250% this year compared to 2023, it noted. In April, the UPA announced it'll hold future events in India, the world's most populated country, a marker of planned international expansion and global ambition. With more exposure, player payouts could become more heavily funded by sponsorships and media deals. Johns, who started playing pickleball at age 17, has a lifetime sponsorship contract with Yola Pickleball and other deals with Jigsaw Health, Pickleball Galaxy, and Lifetime Fitness. It's unclear how much money he makes from those arrangements. How Johns is using his money. Johns says he's an avid investor, portioning some of his money into the stock market, startup investments, and cryptocurrency. I love venture capital and investing in all the money management stuff, he says, adding, so it's basically all me talking to as many people as I can that are in the space and getting advice from there. His portfolio, which features a mix of stocks and equity in private companies, currently includes both pickleball-related ventures and an artificial intelligence company, he says. Interest in cryptocurrency goes back at least 3 years. He chose to receive a portion of his prize money in Ethereum in 2021. Pickleball has given Johns opportunities to play with and against a variety of celebrities and CEOs, he says. 3 big names remain on his dream list: Tesla CEO Elon Musk, tennis star Novak Djokovic, and comedian Kevin Hart. John currently drives a Tesla with a bright orange wrap and says playing with Musk would be his ultimate dream. I don't really have idols or anything, but he is the only person I'm a huge fan of, John says. Thanks ever so much for making it this far into the update. Please be sure to hit subscribe and like, comment, and rate on the platform you're watching or listening to it on, so this and future episodes can be found by and shared with other fellow pickleballers. Second thing to know, as shared on the Dink Pickleball newsletter, tech specialist to lifesaver. Ezekiel Valentin's heroic actions helped save the life of a pickleball player earlier last week. Valentin is the tech specialist at Lexington Middle School in Fort Myers, Florida. On the day, while checking students in, he heard shouting, "Help, we need a defibrillator. We need CPR. Can anyone help?" A man playing pickleball across the street at Waxahachie Park was in cardiac arrest. Luckily, the staff had completed CPR training just 2 weeks prior, so Valentin knew how to respond. He grabbed the school's defibrillator and rushed to the scene. Valentin recounted the event in an interview. He was completely unconscious, and after the first shock, he started gasping for air. But then it rapidly stopped. So then we continued the chest compressions on him. And then as soon as the second shock went through, he started gasping for air even more. Paramedics arrived shortly after and said that Valentin's actions were vital in saving the man's life. As we have seen in the past, a defibrillator is a crucial addition to all pickleball courts. The on-court heart attack has become an all too common occurrence. Third thing to know, as shared on PPA, on the PPA tour on pickleball.com, looking ahead to PPA Atlanta by author Jim Kloss. PPA Atlanta begins Monday, May 13. Players only get a short break after MLP, Major League Pickleball Atlanta, which ends the day before. It will be interesting to see if fatigue becomes a factor. For players who have to play several Sunday matches and then play singles, doubles, and mixed at PPA, it will be a lot of pickleball. Players like Federico Staksrud, J.W. Johnson, his sister Georgia Johnson, and Tyson McGuffin are some players to watch to see if they are affected by the amount of play. Men's singles. For the first time in a long time, Ben Johns is playing singles and is not the number one seed. Federico Staksrud gets the number one seed, but no one has an easy draw. Staksrud looks likely to face Arnik Lahani in the round of 16 and then Jaume Martinez-Vic, JMV, in the quarters. No easy task. For Ben Johns, he looks to face number 13, Gabe Joseph, in the round of 16, then the winner of number 6, JW Johnson, against number 9, Kwong Duong. We have already seen that Ben often has trouble in early rounds when he faces players with an aggressive tennis style. The draw is filled with great singles players. Another likely round of 16 match is number 5, Christian Olshon, against number 10, Jack Sock. Every player making the round of 16 in this one will have a chance to win it all. Women's singles, the usual suspects return after a layoff, with number 1, Annalee Waters, ALW, and number 2, Catherine Parento, CP, looking like solid choices to make the final. But the draw has a lot of experienced singles players. The round of 16 and quarters are likely to feature such tough matchups as number 4, Leah Jansen against number 5, Judith Castillo, number 3, Mary Brascia versus number 13, Georgia Johnson, and number 7, Salome Davidze versus number 11, Caitlin Christian. A number of these lower seeds have enjoyed success and making it to the podium, with ALW and CP not being in the draw. Can any of them pull the upset and get to the finals when the best two are playing? Men's doubles, Ben and Colin Johns have the number 1 seed, but a difficult draw. They potentially will face number 8 seed Andre Daescu, Gabe Tardio in the quarters. Daescu Tardio defeated the Johns last time out. Can they do it 2 in a row? The number 2 seed is JW Johnson, Dylan Frazier. They have a somewhat easier draw than the Johns, but look to be tested by number 22, Jack Sock, Colin Schick, in the round of 16. The draw will feature some new partnerships that have high seeds. The number 3 seed is Federico Staksrud and Matt Wright. They will have a very interesting match in the round of 16 against number 15, Jack Munro, Julian Arnold. The last time Munro-Arnold teamed up, they made a nice run at Desert Ridge. James Ignatowicz, after moving on from Matt Wright, now picks up Staksrud's old partner, Pablo Tellez, and they get a number 4 seed. They will likely take on number 5 seed Tyson McGuffin, Deckel Bar, in what would be a must-see match. For a couple of lower seeds to watch, keep an eye out on number 29, Will Howes, CJ Klinger, who are 2 of the best young players in the game. Howes Klinger will likely face Staksrud Wright in the round of 32. Don't be shocked if the youngsters win that one. Women's doubles, ALW CP return to defend their many gold medals as the number 1 seed. They appear to have a relatively easy draw, so expect them to make the final. The number 2 seed is Rachel Rohrbacher, Anna Bright. They will be tested by number 5 seed Tyra Black, Vivian David, who should mesh well together. Callie Smith and Lucy Kovalova continue to play a part as previously predicted. Smith is playing with Leah Jansen as the number 4 seed. Kovalova plays with Paris Todd as the number 6 seed. The Smith-Jansen combo would look to have better chemistry. A couple of pairs to watch are number 7, Tina Pisnik, Jessie Irvine, and number 12, Georgia Johnson, Mari Humberg. Those teams are likely to play each other in the round of 16. The winner could well make at least the semis. For a long shot, keep an eye on number 20, Alex Truong, Jill Braverman. Both have been playing well, but their success may be limited by the fact both are better on the right side. Mixed doubles, the final event is mixed doubles, ALW. Ben Johns get the number 1 seed and are the favourites, of course, to win it all. But they have a difficult draw. Vivian David, Thomas Wilson have the number 2 seed and an easier path to the final. Interestingly, there are a lot of teams seeded 10 or lower who will surprise no one by making a big run. Seeded number 10 are Leah Jansen, Hayden Patrickin. They appear to have a good path to the quarters, at least. Seeded number 12 is Jack Sock, Catherine Parento, CP. That's a combo that can beat anyone, although they haven't been very successful to date. At number 13, Andre Daescu is playing with Megan Dizon. That should be a tough team, although Dizon appears to still be fighting the illness that made her miss a couple of events. The number 14 seed is Etta Wright, Tyler Loon. Wright has had a lot of success in mix with a variety of plays. She should mesh well with Loon. Finally, the number 19 seed is Christian Olshon, Vivian Glosman. Glosman has been playing well and Olshon has been solid. They are a team that could surprise. The Atlanta PPA event will be filled with great matches. Ben Johns and Annalie Waters will be there and will look to dominate. But domination is a tough task with so many great players in the draw. Paddles up.